Welcome everybody, your favorite theorist is back at it again with a theory video. And I know it's been a month since I last done a theory video. Like, look at this. And I know a lot of stuff happened from the past weeks and I haven't been able to do anything since then cause I was focused on editing and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go down the list of things that I have written down. So let's get started and cue the scary music. So I'm gonna show you an image from Jack's Instagram and tell me that there's some suspicious things going on. Well, that image gave me several questions. But did you notice the two mannequins? Like, why do the mannequins have TVs on their heads? What is Jack doing? What even is this photo? But then this leads into this one photo from the Game Grumps Instagram. I'll show you why. So I'll point out some things in the photo, but maybe you only saw Jack's thick hips because boy is thick. But notice the Nerf gun that Erin was holding? Doesn't that remind you of someone that we are familiar with? And some people noticed something else in the background. If you look at the photo again, you see what it looks like, a blue thing in the background. Some people think it's a doctor coat and that made me wonder. Did Jack and Erin made like a Rego video together? And something else in the photo, you see Jack holding something in his arms. My guess is that it's probably a script for the video, or maybe it's something that will be in the video. Maybe we'll have to wait till the video is done. So since Mark is going to Korea, but can we talk about the suspicious things that he's been doing lately? Like this one video from his Instagram story. But haven't we seen Dark Chica before?
I'm hungry.
Your feet are dark!
I don't know, I got busy. One hand.
And this thumbnail for his video. But then remember when Mark posted the go back to sleep video? In a video I forgot when, but he basically confirmed that it was a dark video. There's not much happening, but I'm suspecting something from Mark whenever he uploads a weird video. The Jacksepticeye audition video was uploaded during his tour, and how about we take a look at the video?
Okay, thank you everyone for coming out to this audition for the European leg of the Jacksepticeye How Did We Get Here tour. We're actually looking to hire more Jacks for this one. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. It's a pretty extensive leg of the tour, a lot of cities that we're hitting, so let's just go into it and see what you guys got. Okay, good luck out there.
But isn't one Jack enough?
Hi, my name's Jim, and I'm auditioning for the role of Jack.
Jim. Well, now where did I hear that name?
Jim, here. We managed to steal the secret seer's mystical supply. Just go to the dark place near where he was killed. The man in the man, or whoever he was. We will find the answer to this puzzle, Jim. But be very Jim.
Okay. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. No, no, God, no, next. Okay, well, thank you for having me. It's been a real
You didn't even mention anything about the tour. You didn't say to go to the Jacksepticeye to get your tickets. And tickets are on sale. Get off the stage. Okay, next.
Why, Sandra?
Oh, God.
Why did you leave me? Oh, God, Sandra, why? I thought you loved me. How could you leave me for him? I thought you loved me.
No, stop. Whatever it is you're doing, stop. No.
So, let's analyze this part. The name Sandra has been thrown around for how many years, and some people obviously think it's Chase, because if you remember the Power Hour with the Play-Doh, he mentioned Sandra.
I'm so happy that Sandra's dead.
Others think it's Henrik, because in one video, he mentions his wife and kids. But we never know who his wife was or his kids. And some people theorized that Henrik is divorced because of his wife and kids. So this might be Henrik calling out Sandra, since his wife and kids weren't named. But then right after quote unquote Jack says right after.
I also do kids parties.
So what does the term kids parties actually mean? I might go with Marvin, because he is a magician after all. But he sometimes fails at his magic, but just imagine. I can just imagine this, so I'll give you my
imagination.
Maybe Marvin was doing a show one day, maybe at some kid's birthday party. Maybe Marvin was doing a magic trick at that kid's birthday party, but it failed. I know, kinda terrible, but I at least tried.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next. Top of the morning to you laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye, and welcome back to Happy Wheels. Today we're gonna play the game, and it's gonna be a great time. I hope you're all ready. That was just awful. Just terrible. I don't know what you were going for. You lacked enthusiasm, and again, you didn't mention anything about the tickets being on sale now. Next! You got it. 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 Yes! Top of the morning to you laddies! My name is Jacksepticeye! Oh, God, no, next! Hi, everyone. At the end of the year,
The way he was clapping was sorta giving me anti-vibes. The first time I watched it, I laughed, but some people got some anti-vibes cause of the way he was clapping. So there's not much left to say anything about this, but I did see a comment on the video, and it was listing down the egos, but not sure if that was accurate or not, but let's move on. So the recent game Transference just came out, and I'm wondering if Jack is already playing it. And this photo, I took it off from Twitter. Here's the image of what the game is gonna look like. What does the image remind you of? It's kinda weird that it's oddly similar, because it has a person standing in the hallway, and the room is red, and it's creepily similar. If you don't think it's a coincidence, I'll do a slow transition of how very similar it is. Here it is. Do I think it's a coincidence? I think not.
Coincidence? I think not.
And yesterday when Sean was streaming on Twitch, he was streaming Spider-Man first, then moved on to Fortnite, but somebody donated bits and said that if he was gonna play the new game Transference, which was the game I discussed about but anyway, then he said that he already recorded the first episode of it. And so this leads into this one photo on Jack's Instagram, and I'll explain why. So I'm gonna show you a photo from Jack's Instagram, but really look at it. And I know you probably got lost in Sean's beautiful ocean eyes, because he does have beautiful eyes. But I'll point out some things that are kinda hard to see. You can see some red across his face, but you really have to look at it, and not his chest hair, you thirsty people. I don't know, I could be overthinking this, but let's just move on, since I'll probably be up all night until 1 or 2 AM. So Jack uploaded Transference, and oh my god. But first things first, I'll show you what the thumbnail looks like and tell me that you've seen it before. Yeah, that fucking thumbnail looks exactly like the Kill Jacksepticeye thumbnail, and of course it was scary, but I got some stuff from it. So, here's some screenshots from the video. And here's some moments from the video as well.
Is this our house?
I fucking hope not. I do not want to live in the red room. It's a dog named Laika. April 16th, 2011. Oh, fuck you! Ugh.
You have one new message.
Dark is bad. Don't go. Nobody loves me. Oh god. You got some demons? You got some demons dragging you away? Is that what's happening?
So we are gonna talk about the screenshots and the videos in a minute, but as I was going through Tumblr as the crazy theorist that I am, I actually found this on Instagram, but I wanted to see the full post instead of typing it down word by word. Here is what the post said. Every time there was this grey glitchy transition, the quality went down the drain. Could 100% just be YouTube, but my video was on 1080p 60 the entire time. I was constantly checking to make sure of this. But this. This makes me nervous. Every time the black entity in the game engulfed the character you're playing as, Jack's face cam glitched for a millisecond, and it was almost like it was somehow messing with his equipment and breaking that fourth wall. These are only 2 examples of several. That's all I have as of now. Guess we'll have to see what else is in store for part 2. So, I totally agree with that. I was looking at the face cam throughout the video, but I was also focused on the video as well, since after all you never know when Robin is gonna add some cryptic shit in there. And same thing with the quality. My quality was at 1080p as well, but somehow I kinda did notice the quality buffer. So that's the post I saw, but sadly when I checked it again just now, it was deleted. And another thing that I didn't notice, luckily I found it on Instagram, but if you saw the description of the video, you can see that he linked the Five Nights at Freddy's sister location series. But the question is, why would he link Sister Location? And Sister Location was the first series that Auntie made a first appearance, so does that have a connection? And during the video, I didn't see this because I was blind. But the fucking face cam glitches within the game. I'm gonna show you the videos where the glitches were from. Here's one video.
What the hell is that? Oh god! Oh god! No, I see it! Oh, Jesus Christ! Go away!
They will. They will. They will.
So, we are gonna do some theories from Tumblr, cause Tumblr is full of theories. This theory comes from Puppet Master Auntie. Okay, just hear me out. It was an hour late. You know how Auntie likes to fuck with us. Jack seemed to not point out the glitches at all. Maybe because he's so used to them in the sense that he isn't he? Also he didn't mention how similar the game is to literally what Auntie did to Chase. The red glitch in the camera.
You know, that's the start of any good story. Good old mommy and daddy issues.
Anything else that could link Auntie to actually playing this game? Next theory comes from Parsecs. We've seen videos in the point of view of Chase before. But what if Transference is actually us seeing through Auntie's perspective? What if Transference is actually Auntie delving deep into Chase's mind and exploring his past? What if Transference is Auntie seeing Chase's family break apart? His ex-wife fighting with him, his son being torn away, his mind caving into darkness as his life falls apart around him. What if this is Auntie exploring all the dark recesses of Chase's unstable head, searching for his weaknesses, and finding everything he needs to weaken him, to make him vulnerable? Because we all know when a virus strikes to infect its host, when their body is at its weakest. This theory is from How About Fondue. Okay, so I've seen a few posts talking about Robin's editing being very unlike him, but you know what else I noticed? I was watching Jack intensely for the most of the video, and he was unusually calm. It might be just me, but he seemed so apathetic during some intense moments, when you would usually expect him to say something, look at us or emote at all. Again, it might be just me overreacting under the hype of the game and shit, but this whole video felt so out of place. I'm worried, but also very excited. This theory comes from which Chase is not in our world anymore. Why? Let me remind you the ending of Dark Silence. Chase walks into the hallway just to see a figure standing there. Now let's look at Transference, part 1. The similarity is uncanny, isn't it? Oh, you're wondering why I'm claiming that's Chase. Robin actually confirmed it was Chase in Dark Silence months ago. So based on the fact these scenes look basically identical, I'll be saying it's also Chase in today's video. Okay, let's continue. In Dark Silence, Chase stares at Auntie, not sure what to do until Auntie glitches towards him. and we can only assume what happens next until today, because now we can see Chase's point of view as well. Yes, the glitch literally bleeds onto the face cam. You've probably seen it already if you went through the tag, but do you know what it means? There's no wall between the game and Chase right now. Let me bring another example. The glitches in the game literally bleed onto Chase's point of view. There has been several more times where the face cam merged into the game, as pointed out by many more. Chase is not watching a game, he is in it. The creatures can go from one camera to another, as if they are located in the same space. The glitches happening to the game world happen in Chase's world as well. He's currently in this glitchy mess of a world. And he got him. I saw this on Tumblr while going through the tag, but it's hard to see, but I'll try to see if I can zoom into it. If you couldn't see it that well, I'll zoom into the words, but look at the words. The words were, dark, demon character. Oh, and some things that I forgot to discuss about. Let's get to those. If you've seen the video 60 Parsecs, you might hear a familiar voice just for a few seconds.
You'd better not cheat, is all I'm saying. You wanna play a game?
But this one thing that I didn't notice, but until I was really looking at it. I'll show you the Transference thumbnail again, but you might see something, but it's faint, so really look at it. If you did not see it, then you might have seen a familiar mask. Yes, that was Marvin's mask in the thumbnail, but if you turn the brightness up you might see his mask on the right side of the thumbnail. Before we start talking about Transference Part 2, how about we take a look at Tumblr? Why I made a Tumblr. So the Transference video was uploaded, but usually Jack would title them, but this one, he titled the video, Transference number 2 edited. But I didn't notice this, but Jack or possibly Auntie changes the title. Like these titles. And as I was taking notes, writing down what I can possibly theorize about, how about we get to those? Number 1, moments from the video.
Oh god, I do not like that. Standing at the end of a fucking red hallway silhouetted like that.
The harmonies of the minute strings that make everything.
If I should leave my husband dear and leave my son with he, blow out the candles.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn.
What'd you wish for?
I can't say.
Yes, you can. Tell me. What'd you wish for?
I can't say. Leave him alone.
What did you? Shh. Be quiet.
Raymond, leave him alone.
What'd you wish for, buddy? You can tell me. Tell me. What'd you wish for?
What's wrong with his dad? Is he an alcoholic? Does he like to get juiced? This is new. 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 Oh god, this is new. I don't like it. Whoa, fuck!
Let's talk about the first clip. So when Jack said,
Standing at the end of a fucking red hallway silhouetted like that.
"What has a red hallway? Has a silhouette standing in the middle of it, and the room is red." Oh right. Dark silence. There are many Dark Silence references in this video, like this anti-silhouette that shows up for only a second.
End of a fucking red hallway silhouetted like.
If you didn't see it, I'll show you the same video again, but slowed down. If you saw it, that's because you saw a silhouette of anti, and if you looked at the hallway, you probably the anti-silhouette standing in the hallway, unlike in Dark Silence. So, let's move on to the next clip.
The harmonies of the minute strings that make everything.
But if you pay attention to the face cam, you can see the face cam distorts. But if you slow down the video, and here's the face cam up close. And here's another clip, but I'll explain about it after.
If I should leave my husband dear, and leave my son with he.
Notice the line.
If I should leave my husband dear, and leave my son with he.
So, is that like a hint that it's Stacy talking about Chase? And I know it's just a lullaby song from the mother in the game, but just imagine it's Stacy and Chase and their son. So, let's look at these two clips.
Go on, blow out the candles.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn.
What'd you wish for?
I can't say.
Yes, you can. Tell me. What'd you wish for?
I can't say. Leave him alone.
What did you? Shh. Be quiet.
Raymond, leave him alone.
What'd you wish for, buddy? You can tell me. Tell me. What'd you wish for?
What's wrong with his dad? Is he an alcoholic? Does he like to get juiced?
So the line that Jack said, alcoholic. I wonder which ego was an alcoholic. And then the first clip, I just imagine it's Chase and his son, but then we never knew Chase's son nor his daughter. But I'll show you that same clip again, but just imagine it's Chase and his son.
Go on, blow out the candles.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn.
What'd you wish for?
I can't say.
Yes, you can. Tell me. What'd you wish for?
I can't say. Leave him alone.
What did you? Shh. Be quiet.
Raymond, leave him alone.
What'd you wish for, buddy? You can tell me. Tell me. What'd you wish for?
So let's look at the final clip.
This is new. 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 Oh god, this is new. I don't like it. Whoa, fuck!
There was another face cam glitch, and same with part 1 in which I forgot to discuss way back. Here's the clips.
New. I don't like it. Whoa, fuck! No, I see it. Oh, Jesus Christ, go away!
But let's take a closer look. When the red entity jump scares Jack, you can see that the whole screen goes red. And as I was going through Instagram, and then I see these pictures in the video, when Jack goes through the video logs, but not a very normal video logs when the screen glitches. You can see something between the glitches. So I'm gonna show you the images, and tell me that doesn't look familiar to you. That was kinda faint to see, but if you didn't know where it's from, it's actually from the Kill Jacksepticeye video.
Crystals.
And I know just recently, Jack uploaded another 60 Parsecs video today, but we'll get to that in a minute. And if you saw the glitches, it definitely looks like the Kill Jacksepticeye video and the PAX East video but layered. And another moment on the face cam was during the outro. I'll show you the outro, but pay attention to the face cam.
Thank you guys, and we'll see all you dudes!
If you didn't see what happened, I'll show you a slow version of the outro. If you saw it, then that's because that anti-silhouette in the face cam was from Dark Silence. And also not to mention that Jack linked Simulacra in the description of part 2 of Transference. Before I watched Jack's video, I watched Shane's new video about Jake Paul. I know I'm getting off topic, but let's actually talk about the video. First I'll show you the intro, but something about this intro kinda reminds me of something.
Captain's log, stardate, something. The last crew gave up their lives for the mission, but they found out some vital information off the course of some planet. It is up to our next team to go in there balls deep and make sure that the mission gets accomplished. Right now we are running a course of 60 parsecs across the galaxy. Humanity save us.
Doesn't that intro look a bit familiar?
You are entering a realm which is unusual. A realm full of tales that were meant to be forgotten. Tales designed to excite man's curiosity, as well as ignite his deepest fears. You are entering the realm of stories untold.
So, this video has some chase hints. So, here's the clips that had some chase hints.
The bad news is that Stacy left. She took everything and left you with nothing. Except this message. Smart brains! It's not gonna work, is it? I miss my father most of all. A shovel. And the gun, if I had it, I'd probably shoot myself in the head just so I didn't have to go through all of this. You now miss Stacy even more.
Jack mentions Stacy twice in the video, and also mentions her father.
Stacy left. She took everything and left you with nothing. You now miss Stacy even more. I miss my father most of all.
So I've seen that on Tumblr that maybe Chase's dad left him when he was a kid, and maybe that's why he's trying to be a good dad to his own kids. And I just imagine Stacy leaving a message for Chase. Like, just imagine. Stacy leaves a message for Chase, and when Chase comes back, he plays the message, and here's what I'm thinking what Stacy said.
Chase, if you're hearing this message, then that means I'll be taking the kids with me. This marriage wasn't working out, so that's why I wanted a divorce. I'm sorry, Chase.
And when Jack, or should I say, Chase did that thing.
Smart brains!
Doesn't that remind you of a certain someone? It's so obvious that it's clearly Chase, like Stacy being mentioned, his father leaving him, attempting suicide in bro average. So I have a theory on about Stacy and Chase, and it's actually the first time that I have my own theory. So, here's my own theory.
So, this is actually the first time that I said my own theory. So this is for the theory video, by the way. So my theory is, so maybe the reason why Stacy divorced Chase is because maybe one night, maybe Chase went to a bar or something, and when he was, drinking the usual shots and all, But what if Chase met a girl and her name is Sandra? And now I know what you're thinking. Jeff, what is this? I know. The name Sandra has been thrown around lately, but not all the time, but back in May, the name Sandra was thrown around in some videos, like in one of his power hours, in the Check Please video, so many things.
I didn't finish cause I got interrupted, but I'll take it from my Instagram post. So my actual theory is, maybe the reason why Stacy divorced Chase was because what if Chase was at a random bar or something, and then he met a girl there, and her name is Sandra, and maybe Chase had an affair with Sandra, and maybe that's why Chase was talking to Stacy on the phone, like in Bro Average, and maybe Stacy divorced him because of his drinking problem and the affair that he had with Sandra. So what if, one night, maybe Stacy found out that Chase was cheating on her with Sandra, and that could be the reason why Stacy took the kids. But then what if Sandra had an affair with another guy, and like in the Jacksepticeye audition video, we can see that Jack was calling out Sandra saying like,
How could you leave me for him? I thought you loved me!
No! And then Chase got depressed and became a alcoholic. I don't know, that's just my own theory and what I wanted to get out, since I have no way of explaining in real life cause, privacy, and that does it for this theory video. And I know it's been a month since I last done a theory video, but I'm just focusing on other stuff at the moment, like coming up with edit ideas and all. But I've started working on this like a week ago, but since there was so many shit going on, I thought I would put them all in this. I started working on this theory video since last week or almost last week. Besides the transference stuff that happened, but anyways, that's all for this theory video. So, maybe if I do more theories, if Jack is being cryptic and shit, but anyways, theorists, keep theorizing. And I don't know why I started calling you guys theorists for some reason I don't know, I just watch too many of Shane's scary videos, but anyways, see you later.